Jason Knauf, a Texas native, is exiting because of a planned international relocation and will stay on the job until the end of the year, the foundation announced in a press release Wednesday. This is according to page 6. Knauf signaled that the split is amicable, as he called his time with the royal family the privilege of his working life. Working with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge has been a privilege of my career, he said in a statement released to Hello. I will always be grateful for the opportunity to have had the support and their leadership in the UK and internationally. Well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Jason Knauf, I tell you. I would say he give Jason's a bad name, but then there is that character from the Friday the 13th franchise. Well, I had a good laugh when I read the part about he said that he had helped Meghan write a letter. It's hard for me to believe anybody could help Meghan write a letter. That's really stepping way above your pay grade to say, I helped Meghan author a letter. Did you really? Oh, I'll give you this much. He has great hair. He has really, really great hair. But then so does Lewis Powell. If you're not familiar with Lewis Powell, the Lewis Powell that I am speaking of is one of the co-conspirators in the Lincoln assassination. And, I tell you, if anything they have in common, Lewis Powell was one of the several people who was actually tried as being a co-conspirator in Lincoln's assassination. Well, for the purposes of this conversation, this guy with the great hair was trying to assassinate the character of the Duchess of Sussex. And, when I think about it, I can understand the desperation because I guess the one of the terms that we use where I come from is a heavyweight. And that's what Meghan Markle is. The Duchess of Sussex is a heavyweight. And she's incredibly intelligent. And for some reason, intelligent women are always so threatening to people. Always so threatening. It's like as soon as they know that a woman has any type of backbone, then all of a sudden everybody wants to go and arm themselves with all the defenses necessary to keep her in her place. This was predetermined. This was predetermined. It was already decided before Meghan even made it into the family, before the wedding day, that we have to, bring her down a peg or two, as they say. And Jason Knauf was just the operative needed to carry out the task. And he didn't do it alone. And now he's slithering away. He's going to reinvent himself, which is kind of scary because, people like that take many forms in life. And the art of deception is something that you have to look out for. So, that's what I'll say about that for now. I did see a couple of headlines today that was kind of like, ugh. Well, what will they name the baby girl? Will they name her Philippa? Is that how you pronounce it? I know this is like a typical tradition for the royal everybody, watchers, bookies, and all of that. But no, I'm just going to say no. There will not be a name associated, at least not a first name, associated with the royal family. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Philippa. I don't like it. Certainly not Diana, and certainly not Elizabeth. I think it would take the family in the wrong direction. I mean, they can do what they want to do, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think that just takes the family in the wrong direction. And then the other one, of course, and this is my favorite, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are competing in a petty transatlantic popularity contest with Kate Middleton and Prince William, who are now on a charm offensive to sell themselves, the royal experts claim. You know, they try to put the Sussexes in their place, but the only thing that they result in doing is embarrassing the Cambridges. I would be embarrassed if people constantly looked at my clothes and said, "Oh, Barron is very thrifty. He's very frugal, and he." This is 2021, and the idea that we still gravitate toward a woman's wardrobe as the first talking point when they describe a woman, especially a woman in a high-profile position like the royal consort, the future queen of the land. And you know, they on one hand they try to explain to us how she's so involved and how she's so curious about things, but yet you diminish her by focusing on her clothing. That's offensive. And in the case of the Cambridges, if you have to explain how they are resetting, reinventing themselves, the Sussexes do not reinvent. They're just themselves. They're not competing. They're just themselves. That's why this is so sad and pathetic. I really feel awful for the Cambridges. I really do. Because in trying to big them up again, it's another put down. And this article is a put down. Everybody knows that there is not a transatlantic popularity contest. There's nothing to compete. You have the Cambridges there with like a army of staff and a household full of servants and all of the infrastructure that comes with being the next Prince of Wales. And then you have the Sussexes, who are more hands-on. I mean, have you ever really listened to them have an exchange or a conversation? I mean, come on. Vax Live. You know, the way that they were able to bring those corporations and to bring the people together, the entertainers together, to make that concert a huge success for citizens, global citizens, that says everything. That is not a Cambridge project. The Cambridges are not capable of that. Even with everything that they have, they're not capable of that. That's all Sussex all the time. So, I'm sorry for the Cambridges that their names are dragged into this on so many occasions, but there's no competition. None. It's just I'm choosing my words carefully because it's not my intention to offend anyone. So they have the rest of the year to work with the co-conspirator, and I'm sure that by Friday the 13th, whatever the next Friday the 13th is, if there is one this year, that's the day he'll live. That's the day that Jason will finally disappear. As a matter of fact, there won't even be a chance for a party because he'll just like vanish, and then there'll be like a I don't know, just like a field of destruction in his wake wherever he goes. But it's unfortunate, and he had a chance to do some great things, but he allegedly went to the dark side, and maybe that's where they found him. I don't know, but too bad. Anyway, that's all I got for now. And anyway, you guys, thank you so much. My channel is doing very, very well. It exceeds my expectations. Also, thanks for the generous donations that I received yesterday. Again, that was unexpected. I'm just blown away. I really am. I'm just blown away. I'm doing this, with a pure heart. Oh, I actually brought up my theme music, but I'm doing this with a pure heart. It's not, I'm not out to get anyone, but I'm just trying to stay on the side of truth. That's what's most important to me. But again, special shout out to Norma Brown. Yeah, thank you for the donation. And Mary Shepherd, thank you for the donation. And of course, Philander Burton. That was the first donation I got, and that was to my Royal Sussex on the PayPal. So anyway, you'll see the link in case you want to contribute. It's greatly appreciated. And so far, believe me, everything is going back to the channel. But yeah, thank you so much. And this is actually, I'm blown away. This is a privilege. That's the honest to God truth. This is a privilege.